hungry for something to eat, but it wasn't food, it wasn't worldly, but it was spiritual. And the problem today is the church has become so spiritually obese that a famine has hit the land, and you're wondering why you ain't growing. It's because you're so full of the word, but you never exercise it. You're so full of the word, but you never walk out on it. You're so full of the word, you never operate it. And God says, I gotta bring you a new meal. I gotta bring you a new spiritual tree. And the only way you're gonna get from your obesity state to your spiritual state is you gotta first recognize it can come from somebody that's way younger than you. You gotta first understand that what I'm bringing is not nourishment for your flesh, but it's nourishment for your spirit, and your soul is thirsty for the Spirit of God. And David says, and God says, I'm sending David to rewrite. God said, I'm sending David to rewrite your history. God says, I'm sending David to teach you how to eat again. I'm sending David to teach you how to feed yourself. I'm sending David to teach you how to fight again. I'm sending David to teach you how to worship again. Stay with him. And I'm so all over right now, but please understand this word is for somebody.
Come on, preacher.
David came. He came with the food. He came with the refreshments. He came with what was needed at that moment to transform the army of Israel into a fighting machine. But it couldn't happen until David got in position. Can I just tell somebody, your spiritual obesity will not be transformed until you get in position. I can hoop and holler all I want, but if you don't get in position, it ain't gonna never happen. Another season will pass you by, and you will still be in the same spiritual state. But God is so good, He's gonna keep bringing it around.
Come on, Pastor.
Until we recognize it.
Yes.
And the moment we recognize it, it's like parting the Red Sea that allows you to step now into it. And the difference from the Red Sea, and I'm speaking prophetically here, different from the Red Sea, once you recognize what God has been trying to do in your life, and you recognize it, God's going to open it up and allow you to step in it, and everything that you missed, God's going to allow you to walk past it. And once you get to where you were in God, God's going to close the Red Sea. And everything that you missed is now being supernaturally downloaded. I don't know where any leader is right now in your walk, but that word was for you. Recognize what season you're in and step into it. And don't be tired of walking, because the further you walk, the longer your anointing will be. The further you walk, the deeper your revelation will be. And the longer you walk, the further the generational curse will be broken. Don't be afraid to keep walking.
Come on, Pastor.
Walk all the way to the other side. Walk. And if you walk to the other side and the thing can close up, don't worry. Because when it does close, all the explosion, all the water that collapses and goes up into the air like a mist, it's going to rain down. And that's a word for somebody. If you don't get nothing, get that word. That word was for somebody. That ain't even in my notes. I'm pressed for time here. I see